Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Diamond Painting with Anxiety. I'm Karen. I'm here on a nice breezy day in beautiful Southern California. So, if you've watched my channel for a while, you've probably heard me say that I live in a 3/4 studio apartment. If you're new to my channel, just so you know, I live in what I call a 3/4 studio apartment. But I bet you maybe have wondered what that actually is. So I've been promising to do this video for a long time, so I'm finally ready. The house is not perfect, everything's not completely done, but it's time. So let's get started. Hey you guys, welcome to my home. It's going to be a little bit difficult to do this all with one hand and get to a point where you can see, but this is my private entrance to my backyard area. This is definitely my zen. I spend a lot of time out here. So of course I've got things planted even on the back of my gate. I love flowers, love living in Southern California and being able to have lots of beautiful things planted. So I've got some fun stuff hanging up here on the garden wall. Got a nice little pink flamingo that my granddaughter thought that I just had to have. Let's see. Yeah, we picked him up at the dollar store. She just felt like he had to come home with me. So the theme on this property is fairy gardens. So there's lots of little spots all over the place where you will find little fairies, and we have a lot of fairy doors. I even have one here to my gate so that the fairies can get from the main part of the yard into my yard. So yeah. There's another little fairy hanging out. Some of my, oh gosh, what are those called? It's going to go out of my head right now. Again, this is a Southern California thing. These are beautiful. That one's not open yet, but hibiscus. Yes, these are hibiscus. I have some more right here, so some pretty pink ones. And with some geraniums. Yeah, I've got a couple of hibiscus, a little fairy having a little tea party. Yeah. So lots of fun stuff hanging up on the walls. Garden in summertime. We've got some herbs. Yeah. And down there at that end, I have access to all of this, but that's more my garage area. If you notice, there's even a car down there in my garage, so that's more utilitarian. So because of the fact that that's, got stuff, I actually hung a curtain right there at the end of my porch so I wouldn't have to look. So this is a fun little area of my yard. This is the area that's all set up for my grandkids. That's the dollhouse that I'm still redoing. Once it's redone, I'll donate it here to the house, but for now my grandkids have a lot of fun playing with it. And there we have just some storage for their toys and different things like that. A bridge that Wyatt's building, some outdoor toys. This is one of my grandkids' favorite parts of Grandma's house, is their play kitchen. So I made these out of drawers that I picked up at Big Lots. Put a board back there and hung a cabinet on it. The cabinet actually opens. And they've got their little stuff stored in there. And then they've got a sink and a stove top. What is a kitchen without some hand towels? Yeah, so one says live your dream, and the other says together is my favorite place to be. And then they've got just their random toys in there, and That's some of my diamond painting stuff right there. But in this drawer, let's see what's in their drawers. Yeah, that's where they have, you know, their food and utensils and everything all organized. Oops, my towel fell. And of course, that's kind of hard to see in this light, but they've got a little rubber ducky sponge and a sink. There we go. Yeah, the sink actually, you can put water and pump it out. I don't have any water in it right now, but it's pretty fun. And then this is really fun. My granddaughter likes to play restaurant. So this is her tip jar with her tips she's received from Grandma. Yeah, I'm her #1 customer, so we keep her tip jar right there. So yeah, just fun stuff. Let's see if I can put this back. Kind of hard with one hand. Oh, we'll get it later. I've got a little serving tray there. There's a light that we use for all kinds of stuff. And then little stools for them to sit on. So I've got some climbing potato vines and some really pretty hanging baskets up there. And again, there's some more of the hibiscus in with the geraniums, just so pretty. Now, let's see, maybe I can go this way. So right here, we have my hippie curtain with bells when the wind blows. Let's see, it might be hard. But when the wind blows, that sounds absolutely amazing. So that's a feature that I really like. But when we come up here and go through the curtain and come to this area here, the table, is where I sit every day, 9 to 5 to do my work. That's another reason why I hung that curtain down there, is it helps block a little bit of the sun so it's not quite so hot. But I sit here with my laptop, and this is where I work, at least for, you know, for now in the summertime while I'm working from home. So I've got a chair there. Here is a ivy that I'm training on a tree form. I actually used it as a Christmas tree for Christmas and tried to keep it inside, but it didn't do very well. So all of the ivy died except for one sprig. So I brought it outside and I'm retraining it to, you know, use it hopefully this Christmas. But it's filling, that's just one sprig, and it's filling in pretty nicely. So yeah, it's fun. Then I got my fat little frog down there with his little gargoyle friend and succulents. And so if we come over this direction, you'll see on both these columns they have fairy lights. So the columns light up, and it goes up and around through here. So that lights up with fairy lights at night. So pretty fun. Over here we have my little area where I sit. I am a smoker, so this is where I sit and smoke and do my planning. I've got pens and things and a basket organizer right there. Oh look, there's a fairy door that's destined to go somewhere. We don't know where yet. And then right here we have another little garden. Now this one's a gnome garden, and because gnomes need love too, so they're having a little camp out and swinging on the swing that actually moves. Let's see if I can show you. Yep, he actually swings, relaxing under a tree. A little pond. Oops, it's got a flower petal on it. A little pond with a fish. This is real, it's called fairy moss. So I planted that in there. It's not doing the greatest, but, you know, we're trying. And this is a real tree with some beautiful pink flowers, hard to see in this light. So yeah, this is my outdoor space. Like I said, this is my zen. I spend a lot of time out here, but I know you're probably really curious about the inside. So let's go live life in full bloom. Ta-da! So when we walk through the door, the first thing we see is my 3/4 kitchen, which I created. When I moved in, I had just the refrigerator. So I purchased the dresser and the toaster oven and the microwave and a crock pot, of course. And a few months ago when Wyatt was coming, I knew I would need to cook more. So I went ahead and had my handyman install that cabinet. And, you know, I've got some fun stuff up there. On my refrigerator, oh, there's a photo of Wyatt. Hello, Wyatt. On my refrigerator, I have one of my diamond paintings and some pictures of food that my grandchildren created, 2 of my grandchildren. That was inspired by the very first one that Wyatt did for me when he was in kindergarten. So that's pretty cute. Here I have a little blackboard and, you know, just some fun stuff. I've completed my coffee is always a good idea from DAC. This stuff will get moved around and that will be going right there. Eventually, like I said, it's not perfect, it's not finished. I'm going to get some IKEA shoe cabinets and hang those along there so it's more like a bank of cabinets, and so I have a little bit more storage space because I need lots of food with a teenager in the house. When you live in something this small, storage that goes, you know, takes advantage of vertical space is very important. I love this. It was a little pricey, maybe about $45, but it's on a magnet, and I mean, it is just strong, and it holds paper towels and spices, and yeah, it's a good storage piece. Down here, in the gap between the refrigerator and the cabinet, I have a rolling unit that I put canned foods and water bottles and coffee cups and stuff like that. So yeah, so I have a toaster oven, a electric kettle, I have a microwave and a crock pot and a refrigerator. And I also have an electric skillet, and I find that pretty much that's all that I need. One thing that was kind of hard is there was not a lot of counter space. So I had my handyman cut this for me, and I covered it in contact paper. So now I can pull this out and I have extra counter space when I'm cooking. With my electric skillet, I'll take it outside to that table a lot and cook out there. It's just, I mean, it's just like barbecuing, but I just cook with the electric skillet. This you can just flip up and there's storage underneath it. So this was actually my idea, and it was a really good one. So let's see if I can get that back up in there right. Okay. And then, you know, I've got some just kitchen storage in here, and you know, food storage in the drawers. This side over here has mostly Tupperware, you know, pans, things like that. When it's not hot, I use the toaster oven a lot. The electric skillet is just brilliant for a small space like this. And then, you know, everybody needs a microwave. And with Wyatt here, I'm sure I'll use my crock pot for soups and stuff and roasts a whole lot more this winter. Like I said, I'm really cooking more. And again, I take advantage of vertical space by hanging items up there. I don't know where it is. Wyatt must have put it away where it didn't belong, but usually my cutting board hangs there. So, and then if we turn and go right down here, this is my hallway out into the main part of the house. This area also has my closet. You guys are getting really kind of the first peek at a way I store some of my extra diamond paintings. My closet, even on this video, it's probably hard to see how small this stuff is, but you know, it's not that big, and Wyatt and I both have to share it, so I can't hang my bigger paintings inside the closet. So I use Velcro strips, and I Velcro them to the closet door as well as my back door. I'll show you that in a minute. But there is another door. My closet, that's, you know, it's a closet. We have clothes in it. This is our pantry cupboard. So in here is where I keep all the stuff that I'm gonna need to feed a 14-year-old. Yeah, it's a lot. And then right here, let's see, I've got a shelf with some bins that, you know, store some extra clothing and shoes and, you know, just some extra stuff down there. So you have to take advantage of every nook and cranny. And then up here, this is my picture wall with all the family pictures. The joy of family. My son made that for me when he was about probably 14. This son here. That's Adam when he was 14. There's Sarah and her husband James. There's my son Andrew. He's the one that's in the military in Kendall. There's me with little Gabe a couple of years ago. So cute. There's my military guy. Yeah. Lots of fun stuff. There's Andy and Kendall, the twins, and Olivia. So, yeah. Lots of fun family photos. If you can't tell, I like snapshots a lot. I think they're more, you know, they're more real. And of course, there's Naomi. There she is again. And then a beautiful plant that I actually brought when I home from work. So I don't know, I may go back to work eventually, but it's liking it there. And then here I've got an over-the-door hook where I can hang my purse and coats. I've got another one right there. Normally my purse is hanging there. So if I were to open this door here, you would be in the main part of the house, the main part of the shelter. So that's their main kitchen. And let's see, a little dark in here, but so my door is has a keypad with a lock code. Up there it says, if you need me, please ring doorbell, don't knock. And that's because if they knock like, because they don't want to disturb me. But so, and I never hear them, but listen to this. It's so loud, you guys. So yeah, that's the doorbell. Let me get this light real quick and we'll go back in and take a look at the rest of the house. The rest of the, it's my house. It's my home. This is my home, you guys. It may be tiny. Thankfully, neither Wyatt or I are really claustrophobic, so it kind of works. So here is a little wall with some of my very favorite artwork. I took that picture, and I don't know if you can see the pink in the background, but I was thinking about my daughter when I took it, so that's pretty amazing. Little fairy up there. And then just some really important special stuff. And then storage underneath. Here's a swamp cooler they got me. This side of the house gets really, really hot, and it's difficult to cool off in the afternoons. And we have air conditioning, but by the time this house is huge, and by the time the air gets here to me, it's not very cool anymore. So, yeah, so they got me a swamp cooler. It works really well, actually, as long as I keep the window open. Here's my bathroom. There's one of my diamond paintings that I did. I love the colors in here in my bathroom. Lots of earth tones. Oops. Looks like there's a washcloth, a couple of washcloths that are drying. I can either have a super clean shower or I can have a clean 14-year-old. I'd rather have a clean 14-year-old. So up here, I've got a nice window. So I've got some, you know, soaps and body care products up there, but I also have some plants. When you've got a beautiful window like that with some, you know, natural light, why not take advantage of it? So, you know, and just storage. I mean, you guys are seeing everything up close and personal. There's some of my plants and just my clutter, my stuff. So, hello. Yeah, so now let's take a look at some of the main living areas. So if we close this door, we see another hanging painting. That's the door, again, to the back porch, and that's where the path stays. Got another diamond painting I did up there, some, decor. Wyatt uses this bulletin board a little bit. Place to hang my keys, bookshelf. I'm a clutterbug, you guys. I just am. So right here near the door, I've got some storage. That's mostly craft storage for me. And then right here in that box, we have hand sanitizer, because pretty much every house has to have hand sanitizer near the door for when you come in. There's the TV tray, which Wyatt uses to eat, and the grandkids use it a lot when they come over and stuff like that. So that lives back there. And then here is my filing cabinet, which serves as a bedside table with a nice little plant on it. This is my new bed that I got when Wyatt came. It is a full-size futon with a bunk bed over the top of it. The mattress itself is just about the size of a twin, so I don't pull it out every day. So sorry about that, I got interrupted, but I don't pull it out every day because that's about the size of a twin. And it's really, really comfortable. So that works really well because we're able to use it as a couch during the day. And there's Wyatt's area, his bed. We got, again, those IKEA shoe storage things, and those pull down and have a lot of storage space. He's got a couple of bins, and I encouraged him to put up some posters and, just kind of make this area, feel like his own. It's a little bit messy. There's his blanket and there's a pillow there, and the bed's not perfectly made, but he's 14 and he tries. So one of the things that we did do for him, because we wanted to give him a little bit of privacy when he felt like he wanted it, so we installed a shower curtain and put a curtain up so that he's able to close that. We did originally have one right along this beam as well, but it came down. So I'm waiting for my handyman to return so that he can put that back up, because then Wyatt can just totally close himself off in there, and it just gives him, the illusion of having his own space. So that's kind of nice. Let me open that back up. Yeah, it's a mess up there, but he's 14. He tries hard. So yeah, that's a sleeping situation. So if I stand right here, I'm pretty near the door. See, there's the door, and here's these little tables in the entryway. There's Wyatt's ladder. And so if we come right here, this horribly natty, awful looking chair was my aunt's when I was a little girl growing up, and I used to sit in this chair and read. At some point I will recover it. It looks like, oh yeah, I had something over this part, so the Velcro is exposed. But like I said, it's not perfect. But this is real, you guys. This is my real life. So against this wall, of course, is a TV. And I created this storage piece from crates and drawers that I got at Joann's. I painted them white. It was a pain in the you-know-what. We put storage bins. These are, excuse me, plastic bins. They're a little bit wide, but I haven't found the perfect thing. These storage bins here need to be decluttered, obviously. But, and I don't really like them because they're just not sturdy enough. I want plastic, but I haven't found anything that's the right, size and shape yet. So we just got books, and there's some of his gaming equipment. He's got gaming equipment down here, and, hardware. I'd like to eventually figure out some way of hiding that. And then down towards this end, it's more diamond painting related, at least at, within arm's reach, because there's my crafting diamond painting station. I don't really do a lot of crafting anymore, just diamond painting. So when I talk about having a very small space to craft in, that's kind of what it looks like. So sometimes I'll talk about putting things on the bed next to me, like my drills, like sometimes when I'm using this storage system right here, it's pretty big. So I'll just move these pillows down and just set it right there on the bed next to me, and then when I'm sitting in my chair, I can reach it. So TGIF, let's take a look at that. This grandma is fabulous. Yes, she is. So yeah, and over here, like I said, I just have, you know, my diamond painting supplies all within reach and fairly organized, so that I can get what I need. These drawers from Joann's, they're inside a wooden crate, and they're amazing. Like I said, painting them was a pain, but they hold a lot of stuff. Okay, so there's my lazy arm. When I film, my camera is up there. I take this table and spin it around. I sit on the bed right there. I move the chair, and I'm diamond painting right, or filming right in that area. So when I say I have a really small area to film in, yeah, it's true. It's very true. And then I don't know, let's see if I can get you guys a glimpse at my view out my window. Oh, there we go. So this is what I see out my window every day. There's the playhouse. I have redone that to be a fairy garden theme. So you guys will be looking forward to a video for that real soon. Childcare has it up in the tree right now, but I don't know if you can see the swing. There's normally a rope swing that hangs down from that tree. I just love my view. I get to see the kids playing out there. You know, the beautiful tree. Even the cars go by. That's a high school across the street, so we get to hear football games and, you know, all kinds of fun stuff. So, yeah, so you guys, there's Wyatt again. That's pretty much it. I mean, that's it. It's teeny tiny. But for us, it works really well. So I want to thank you for joining me. Thank you for all your support. And yeah, just thanks for watching. If you're new here, would love to have you subscribe to my channel. If you're a regular, thanks for coming back. Let's see if we can say goodbye with the nice view out the window. I like right there. Yeah, it's so pretty. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe on the way out. If you're new here or haven't done so already, we would love to have you join our Facebook group, the Diamond Painting Path Project. Over on Facebook, you'll see a lot of updates on things that are going on with the residents and their diamond paintings and projects like that playhouse out there. Little updates and fun stuff. So we'd love to have you join us. Thanks so much for watching. Before I let you go, I want to remind you that we can change lives one drill at a time, even if it's only our own. Because when we change our lives, the entire world around us starts to change. That's it, you guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.